Hey, my good people, what's good? I'm back. How are you doing, man? It's your boy, and I'm back. Chelsea versus Burnley. Let's do this, man. As we always do, we start with the lineup. I'm gonna share my screen right about now. I hope you are doing good, man. I'm good. Chilling. Let's see if Chelsea's gonna defeat Burnley at home. Let me share my screen. Yes. I hope you can see Chelsea FC versus Burnley. Let's do this. As you can see, Chelsea is using a formation of 4-2-3-1. 4 defenders, 2 mids, 3 false midfielders, and 1 striker. Give me a second. And Burnley is using a formation of 3-4-2-1. 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 1 striker with 2 false midfielders. Okay. So for the home team lineup, at the goalpost we have Sanchez, big goalkeeper there, and 4 defenders. That's Gusto Chaloba, Fofana, and Reece James. For the midfielders, we have Moses Caicedo, Andre Santos. Those are 2. With the false midfielders, we have Fernandes, Cole Palmer, and Neto. And their first and the only striker for today is João Pedro. It's gonna be fire, man. It's gonna be fire. For the Burnley, we have the goalkeeper is Dubravka. I know you know the goalkeeper. Big up to everyone who is in. Vote. There's a poll I've put on in the live chat. Make sure to vote. For me, I vote yes, man. I vote no. I'm not supporting Chelsea. Come on. I vote no. Yeah, for the Burnley, we have Dubravka, like I've said. 3 defenders, we have Laurent, Worrell, and Steve. For the midfielders, we have their top midfielder. That's Kyle Walker, Chimwanya, Mabry, and Humphreys. Their forward, they have Edwards, Anthony, and their top striker tonight, I say tonight or today, is Fleming. Fleming is their striker. I hope he's gonna score, man, because I'm rooting for Burnley tonight to win. I'm saying tonight because this game is gonna go until some late hours. All right. Big up to everyone who is in. I can see people coming in, and the game is gonna start right about now. Just 1 minute. Like I've said, I've told you the lineup. You can see Chelsea is using a formation of 4-2-3-1, while Burnley is using formation of 3-4-2-1. Who's gonna win, man? Let me know. Nice. Keep voting. I can see 3 votes are in. Let's go. Let me put up a live commentary so we're gonna enjoy together, man. Right about now, Chelsea versus Burnley. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. A second. Give me a second, man. Don't run away, my good people. Stick with me. Let's enjoy together. And here is the commentary, man. Let's enjoy. It's gonna be fire, man.
And he will hope that his team are as together as they should.
It's gonna be fire.
Selhurst Park a couple of weeks ago, but you get the feeling they can't rely on fighting back from 2 goals.
Come on, Burnley! I can see Chelsea fans are in, man. 3 votes. Yes, it's at 100%. Oh,
so
my.
Burnley have won the toss. They've turned Chelsea around. Chelsea would prefer to be shooting this way in the second half, but it's not to be. Lewis Smith gets us underway. Cole Palmer delays the kickoff.
Cole Palmer, hold your horses, man.
In West London, Burnley have only ever taken 8 points off Chelsea in the Premier League. But curiously, 7 of those have come at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, it's a crazy stat. It really is. And as you said, it might just tee today up quite nicely. Both sides obviously will be taking all 3 points of it. Disappointment for Chelsea is that Void get themselves.
Make sure you vote, make sure you vote, make sure you vote, man. Make sure you vote.
They're close to get themselves out of that bottom 3.
That is the challenge today against the Chelsea team, who have been in really confident mood, especially since they made their managerial change around the turn of the year. Senior arrived. Maybe not high on reputation, 1 or 2 eyebrows raised when his name was first mentioned. Those eyebrows are starting to flatten.
And that's the fact with Liam, about having that aura about him. Well, that wouldn't have phased him. It hasn't phased him one bit, has it? I mean, quite relentless since he's come in. Like that, he's put his tweaks. He wants out of this style of play.
Caicedo sent to the ground by Fleming. Hang on, said the referee. First thing I've noticed about the lineups is that Burnley are actually starting in a flat 4. So Kyle Walker and Bashir Humphreys are playing as ordinary fullbacks rather than the wing-backs that we expected. And Josh Lauren has switched with Kyle Walker from the graphic that we expected from the start. That might be fluid as we go through this game.
I think that's what it was against Palace, watching the game where definitely that happened. He dropped into areas where at times he was on the toes of Kyle Walker, but at times he was setting a back 3, wasn't he, where Kyle Walker would venture forward. So I do feel that will be an interchange on that right-hand side. I do think it will be all about a bit of protection as well. The possibility of Pedro drifting out on that left-hand side and what Enzo Fernandez has been all about this season. What's the goals?
The goals, box crashing like Frank Lampard, and he was asked about Lampard this week. He said, you can't compare me to Frank Lampard. He's an icon of Chelsea. Here they come with Pedro Neto, tricky from the left and cutting the ball back, looking for Palmer. One boot from Joe Worrell. Sending it up to halfway. Caicedo caught slightly flat-footed.
Chelsea's. Oh my God, what's wrong? Burnley, come on. Chelsea's leading already. Oh my. Oh my God. Yeah, Pedro. Pedro.
About his goal-scoring prowess, he has taken to his Chelsea move like a duck to water. But 6 yards out, Joao Pedro was never going to miss. It's an 11th of the season for him, and a perfect start for Liam Rosenior's Chelsea.
It's an absolutely immense start, isn't it, for Chelsea? I'll tell you what, the build-up approach play is brilliant. It really is. You can see here the pass, Caicedo that plays it through to Neto, and then it's all about can you get in the box. I mean, is there an arm that might possibly be checking this for a possible handball, but from back to front, it's quite brilliant from Chelsea. Fluid. There's a handball. I'm not so sure there is. I think the ball that's played in from Neto, here it is. I'd definitely say there isn't, and I think this goal will stand for sure.
Early tester for Michael Salisbury, the VAR. who is reviewing the footage as we speak. The
Oh
ball
my
bobbles
god.
up.
The goal is gonna be cancelled, man.
Who is reviewing the footage. So here are the pictures that the VAR are currently seeing. There's the bobble. And there's going to be...
It's gonna stand. It's gonna stand.
Listen, sometimes it takes off the shine of how good actually that goal was. And I mean that from a midfield point of view into a wide area where, you know...
What's up with my network?
Network's going to put good service, good delivery in. And then it's all about the inform. João Pedro, it did look like he bounced up off a double knee, in fact. But he made sure that he was taking that ball and had the Bravco over the line to give Chelsea the perfect start.
Can't stop that when you've got the ball and the player sliding through the goalkeeper. So Chelsea have the early lead. And Burnley, for the second Premier League game in a row, have to do something from behind, which is not going to be easy in this part of West London. I saw an incredible graphic statistic earlier this week as part of the Research League. Burnley have been 19th in the league since match week 12. Better than Wolves, worse than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's crazy. Like I said about the step up from Championship to Premier League, and it's evident, isn't it, these days? Because I think teams that come out of the Championship, and it's no disrespect to any team at all, but you have to get the blend right. You have to get everything right, really, recruitment-wise, bringing the right personnel in that's going to give you every chance, because the step up is so huge.
Hannibal with the win goalwards. Early tester for Robert Sanchez, who watched the ball all the way into his chest and held on.
Hannibal, you want to see him being bright and lively. Response from Burnley. Routine save for Robert Sanchez in the goal.
He's going back for a corner. For time wasting against Robert Sanchez, I believe. Referee Lewis Smith pointing to his watch and saying, yep, 8 seconds are up. That is a corner for Burnley. And I was at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the first game of the season when Martin Dubravka held on to the ball for too long, and Tottenham were awarded.
Do something with the set piece,
Finally,
man.
they've got one back. So in comes the corner, and Fleming was hurling himself at the ball, and then the volley comes in from Ugachukwu. Just spins wide.
That'd be quite something, wouldn't it?
I don't know why the network is misbehaving when I'm doing a live stream. Come on.
Defending from Wesley Fofana, featured in the Chelsea Matchday programme. An interview about the art of defending. Free kick has been given for the attacking foul. Fleming, 2 hands in the back of Caicedo.
I want to having words, not the first time as well in these early stages of the game. How lucky was that there from Chelsea? Trying to play directly across the middle. Really taking a lot of risks there, particularly with Burnley are putting the squeeze and the press on the final third.
So Caicedo at the base of midfield is marking Fleming.
Chelsea's at the fourth position right
I think
now.
this is going to be quite the ding-dong this afternoon.
Well, it's quite clearly how they've set things up, isn't it? I mean, Fleming is going to be the one that's almost going to follow.
Chelsea is at the fourth position with 47 points right now.
Knowing that he can dictate a football match, that's for sure. He's already had his stamp on things from that midfield area.
Caicedo into Andre Santos, who's been
Wow, Chelsea are on fire,
Chelsea
man.
midfield. The senior at Strasbourg. Neto in from the left. Into play. Enzo Fernandez excludes, decides to go on his own.
Enzo.
Plenty of danger for Burnley at the back. Wonderful interplay this week.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, look at the tight congestion in and around that box, and the passing, the one touch, the movement. Fernandez, who's been outstanding this season, has been the highest XG, hasn't he? There with the likes of Haaland, and that's from the fielder's point. That just shows exactly what it's been all about this season. The licence to really go and cause problems and dangers, and he almost did them.
Signs at number 6, Enzo Fernandez, but with Caicedo, Andre Santos in behind him, he's been able to get forward and showcase a completely different skill set, which he's certainly got in his locker.
Yeah, I mean, I think particularly in this style as well, that Enzo Fernandez, he's been playing from that left-hand side at times, but Neto's out there, is he? Today, which definitely give him a licence to probably go and join him from this right-hand side. Obviously, knowing that you've got Reece James who likes to get forward, he can step in there. It's not some movement. Ability all across that midfield area, in particular, with the box that they sort of form extended.
Caicedo finally given a bit of room to breathe by the ever-pressing Zian Fleming in this first 10 minutes. Malo Gusto playing at left-back today. Third appearance at left-back for Chelsea this season under a third manager. Enzo Maresca, Callum McFarlane can take a charge, and now Liam Rosiga. Play from Chelsea at the back. They've earned the right. 11 minutes in, already have their noses in front. Gusto playing high up the field from left back, and Cole Palmer's ridden the challenge, and now he's only got eyes for goal. Brilliant sliding tackle from the ever-experienced Kyle Walker.
It just looks like everyone from the Burnley perspective don't really want to go near Cole Palmer. Look, while he just ends up ghosting into
Kyle Walker.
on the edge of the 18-yard box. Players chasing him down, and watch what that is from Kyle Walker. He witnesses the danger. Could have been problems, but Dubravka in that Burnley goal.
First corner for Chelsea to be taken by their captain. Aiming for the near post. Fleming's header clear. James again. Chelsea's fullbacks out on that left flank now. James is starting the long trot back to right back. Andre Santos. And now Pedro Neto, who's switched sides. Got the assist from the left flank. Now here he is on the right. Decent interception, but Hannibal was swarmed. Wins the throw for Burnley.
I think what's important for Burnley this afternoon against this young side is that when they win the ball back, they have to be brave on the ball. They have to try and leave that bit of pressure Chelsea will throw at them. They've been really, really good going forward. And we've just seen them score the first goal of the afternoon.
Header forward for Marcus Edwards to chase. Gusto gets his body in front, wins the free kick. Push in the back from Marcus Edwards, who joined Burnley from Sporting in Portugal a year ago.
Might see a little bit more from him, to be quite honest. He's got so much talent, individual talent. Obviously, he's been the one that's really stepped up. I think it always helps when you've got a couple of them midfielders that can contribute to creativity goals. Takes the pressure off the centre forward, and they're in desperate need, aren't they? Burnley need to come up with a solution.
One other point to be made about Burnley is that in the past under Sean Dyche, goals came from Michael Keane, James Tarkowski, the big lads at the back. There's only been one goal contributed by the Burnley defence this season. Excellent trying to save him with that one.
Yeah, I think we go on to different styles, don't we, managers actually getting the best out of what squad and what players they have, and there's always been a big change at Burnley since Vincent Kompany took over for players that are energetic, trying to change the style, if you like, from Dyche, which at times got you so much success, didn't it? At times it wasn't pretty. You know what he did at the football clubs to give them achievement staying in the Premier League.
Captain and manager in the same shot there, Reece James Liam Senior, who allowed his players to go and get some sun this week. The first clear midweek game week since he took charge. Supporters coming up in Dubai. Says it was important they were able to get a switch off.
I totally agree as well. I think the season, last season, a load of games that someone that Zia had to digest. The rest of the was good at this stage of the season.
Neto trying to find space, rolls it back to ball back. Stokes crosses headed clear. And with James.
Chelsea's attacking, man. God damn. Burnley, what's happening, man? What's happening with Burnley?
Knows exactly where that ball's got to go, and it's got to be towards the 6-yard area. It forces a big clearance from Seamus. That's Steph.
Neto to take this corner from the right.
Corner for Neto.
Left boot in, swinger. Right into that congested 6-yard area. Technique on that. Back to the corner taker. Cole Palmer shooting from range, and Steph once
Cole
again
Palmer.
diving to keep the ball away from his goal.
Well, we've seen 3 big blocks, haven't we? Steph being at the heart of that. Okay, this is the strike, isn't it? Palmer's heading towards the Dubravka again. His defence coming to the rescue.
Another in-swinger from Neto, same target. So many players gathering around Martin Dubravka. Target from the Portuguese. Too much on the
Chelsea. Hold your horses, please.
Chelsea scored so early on. I did fear for Burnley that if we go after them, this could end up being something of a right. I mean, they have really steadied the ship, haven't they?
Chalobah moves the ball forward to Malagusto. Right-footed left back for the day. Enzo Fernandez able to ghost wherever he wants in that midfield. Here he is again. A little short for Malagusto, and Lauren got his boots in there.
Pass.
What's wrong with my network? My network is disturbing. Let me work on it right about now. My network is wanting.
Too much of it to the human vacuum cleaner Caicedo, and Chelsea have the ball again. Pedro Neto. Fernandez inside him. inside. The game has been set, Lee.
Can see Yusuf Zlatan saying Chelsea must win 4-0. Palmatic again.
That is fine. But with a one-goal lead, Chelsea can do that for the next.
Let's wait and see, man.
I can see something similar. They played Leeds here. I do feel that staying in the game for longer periods gives you an opportunity at times. Seeing where that's going to come from. Just now, this is where you feel that it's okay sitting back and being compact and hard to break down, but let's face reality to start winning games and to start scoring goals.
Burnley's patience has gotten through the first line of defence. Chelsea's patience even. Moises Caicedo. Cole Palmer trying to operate in tight spaces. To James, who tried to change the pace of the attack. Fernandez with the pirouette spin. Palmer can't get through Esteve. Immediately, Chelsea with the counter press wing the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about trying to find little areas.
I see 5 votes are in. Let's go. Keep voting, man.
Players out defensively, just open something up for them again. Trying to let Burnley just got no one forward that they can use as an outlet.
Gusto off the wing. To João Pedro, felt he was held. He didn't get a decision from the referee when tried to bring the ball back unfairly. Free kick against the Brazilian.
The frustration there, wasn't there? João Pedro felt he needed help back there. Like
Yes!
as well.
Burnley has equalized. Let's go!
He's now enjoying his highest scoring season.
Let's go, Burnley!
11 in the Premier League. His best previously was 11 in the Championship with Watford. 10 for Brighton last year, and he seems to be getting better as he moves up the standard.
Oh my
I
god.
watched him over
Well has been disallowed.
pre-season and
Holy.
he was outstanding. He really was. I think what he brings is something with energy in that forward line and also the quality that he possesses. I think at times he can play in different areas. He can be a 10, he can go and play out in a wide area, but you know that he'll get himself in the box and he's capable of scoring goals. Clever player.
The player wins a free kick after the tangle of legs with Joe Worrell.
It's a tight one here. Again, the time's getting really close to João Pedro. Let's not also forget he's got bags of quality around him, hasn't he, that can supply creativity that he can run onto.
The other thing to say about this Chelsea team is they must be so hard to prep for, because all of the attackers can play in all of the attacking positions pretty much. Enzo, as you said earlier, has been playing on the left. Pedro Neto playing against Hull on the right. He's on the left today.
And it's about keeping the squad happy. I think that's really key, isn't it, for a manager when you've got so much squad depth, so much quality that can come in and step in and do so. Yeah, I mean, again, quite easily go with 2 out-and-out wide players, but Fernandez playing in that midfield area where he can come inside, he can go out wide if he really needs to. He's got the license to go and roam.
Chris Santos, the deepest outfielder for Chelsea, playing themselves into a spot to corner. Edwards pouncing on the press to win possession for the away side. Ugochukwu. Signed here from Brentford, decent money in 2023, Leslie Ugochukwu. Didn't quite settle, was loaned out to Southampton, relegated with them last year. Here he is, back playing at Stamford Bridge for his new club. Nice first touch from Hannibal. And a good pass to pick out Fleming. The flag has gone up on the far side. Anthony perhaps not anticipating the first time.
it's a bit lazy for Burnley, probably their best so far in this first half. A bit more patience. You can see Anthony just drifting into an offside area, not on the same wavelength, and trying to spin that into his path.
Sanchez, you are wasting time. Release the ball.
Lewis Smith, the referee, is not happy with what he is perceiving as a bit of gamesmanship, time wasting from Chelsea. Going for the goal kick when he's claiming they knew it was a free kick at the feet of Fofana. These newer referees, they're sharp on the watch.
A little ticking off early on, didn't he, with that one? So that he's capable of pulling Robert Sanchez up for his time wasted.
Back to Martin Dubravka. I mentioned earlier he's searching for a 49th Premier League clean sheet. It won't be today. And indeed, Burnley's wait for an away clean sheet goes on. To go back to 2023, the last time that happened.
It's crazy. I mean, the goals conceded this season, absolutely phenomenal in comparison to the championship season where they were relentless defensively. Dubravka, I mean, he's been one of their outstanding players as well this season. Most shots against him in the Premier League. He was outstanding against Palace as well. Big saves.
High ball into the Chelsea box is straight down the throat of Sanchez. Chelsea's fans just a little restless because João Pedro had gone hurtling forward and wanted the early ball sent in search of him, but Sanchez opted to play short.
It's probably flat, hasn't he, since the goal? I just felt that Chelsea were really going to go after Burnley. They haven't done so far.
It does feel a little flat, but that big win from Reece James has just got one or two's attention. Esteve having to do some defensive work to clean up. Throw into Chelsea. Doesn't take much, does it? Just someone showing a little bit of fight, and all of a sudden, people find their voices.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, the early goal, I'm pretty sure that most Chelsea fans would have thought that this could have ended up being 3 or 4. In the case, that's credit to Burnley.
High cross from James is searching for Neto at the far post. Good defending from Lauren, who just stood his ground.
There was a slight nudge in the back, wasn't it there? Josh Lauren, see that Neto's just coming in on the back post. Might have a little bit too much pace on the cross from Reece James, but he just gets his body into the back of Pedro Neto.
Palmer leading the Chelsea press. Dubravka goes long. Tripper doing well with 3 blue shirts around him. Keep hold of the ball for Burnley. It's a slow menace to Chelsea's press there. They're just closing in, not pressing directly, but not allowing any passing lanes at all.
Yeah, that hasn't been really their forte, has it, this season? And it's quite surprising with the amount of attacking players that they have on the pitch. Particularly when you look at Burnley, how they are having a high press. That Chelsea want to play through the lines, but Chelsea almost allowing Burnley to have the football.
Free kick to Burnley, opportunity to send the ball into the box. Anthony will take, Kyle Walker walks away. Nothing of note on the goal of Robert Sanchez so far. As we approach the half-hour mark at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea have the high defensive line. 6-7 yards outside their penalty area. Fleming is standing in an offside position. Sanchez comes out, body strewn across the penalty area, and he claims clean as a whistle. And the free kick has been given against Andre Santos.
Yeah, in
favour of Andre Santos, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, it was all a bit scrappy in the box, and just has his heels clipped, doesn't he, by Lukaku. Brings it down in the box.
Once again, Burnley trying to win the ball on the edge of the Chelsea box, and Hannibal has been whistled for his challenge. And Burnley might feel that Chelsea have got a little lucky here, or Burnley have got unlucky. First booking of the match is for the Burnley number 28. Well worth a second look at this, Lee.
Yeah, well, I think Chelsea are causing their own problems first and foremost, trying to play out in these tight areas where Burnley are really putting the squeeze on. It's a yellow card. I mean, he dives in and he catches maybe the instep. This is Caicedo. It hasn't been the first challenge on Caicedo, but Hannibal, that aggressive, enthusiastic manner of his, to find himself in the book.
Clear what Burnley's tactic is, though, when Chelsea play the ball out from the back, and they are wedded to that idea so far.
And my only question on that is that they've really been successful when they've tried to play out from the back, Chelsea. I don't see that myself at all. I think that they've got two holding midfielders who are more than capable of receiving the ball in dangerous areas, but I just feel that it's played into the hands of Burnley.
Andre Santos takes the ball from Marcus Edwards, and all of a sudden Chelsea have numbers in front of them. Burnley are now back in formation and set. Nice take from James. Glides through two claret-shirted players.
Chelsea's dominating.
Pedro Neto.
Oh my goodness.
In from the left. Showing too much into Ugachukwu. Fofana let the ball bounce, and Anthony's not going to give him a yard. Good defending, good recovery. Every time Sanchez is to take the touch. Every time Sanchez is... Into the final third of the first 45. Chelsea have the lead from the 4th minute opener from João Pedro. Can't remember another shot in the match. Hannibal gets the ball out to Lauren. Fleming steps over it, and now Burnley have got their tails up. Heavy touch from Fleming. And a good recovery from Chalobah just to nick the ball off his tongue.
Signs of Burnley just having a bit of edge on this game. I won't say probably been a little bit better in possession maybe the last 10 minutes or so, where balls have gone into good areas. It's a big touch from Fleming that just got away from him.
Hannibal ghosts away from João Pedro, wins the free kick. Wesley Fofana is booked for the push.
Yeah, well, it's inevitable what was coming next, because he comes out and it's a massive lunge from Wesley Fofana. Brilliant from Hannibal. Really like the fact that he wasn't looking for the pass, be positive, direct. Burnley free kick in a really good area here. He's looking distances from edge of the 18-yard, and I feel that this is one, get some good quality, not just test Sanchez in that goal.
Plenty of interest in this free kick as well. Ever so slightly right of centre. Sanchez carefully fixing up his wall. It was a committee of 4 around the ball. That has now become 2.
He fancy Fleming, obviously produce good quality in these situations.
Will it be the big Dutchman? Will it be the little number 10? Marcus Edwards is alongside him. Hannibal is not happy with something. Hannibal suggesting that Chelsea's players are encroaching on the white line that's been sprayed on the floor. Plenty going on in front of Sanchez. Edwards shoots, it's not the cleanest of hits, and it's wide.
It goes through the wall, which I wouldn't say it was the bravest wall in the world, would you? I mean,
It's drafty.
yeah, big gap between the two Chelsea players on the end of the wall. Greatest free kick.
Big up the host. I'm late though. I see you. Welcome, man. Welcome, my boy.
On a day where they've not really fashioned anything, that was their best opportunity. If this
Late comer is in.
Sanchez loses his footing on the
I
kick.
can see Yusuf Zlatan and Superstar Miller. I see ya.
Cole Palmer and gets it back, but couldn't take it in his stride. Now Hannibal, every time he gets the ball, he's head up. Yeah, swirling behind him.
I want Burnley to score, man. Come
Neto is
on.
penalised for the foul on Lauren, and Burnley will have another chance to send the ball into the middle.
I don't know, just thinking that maybe it wasn't a foul. I think once you drive across any player, running a massive risk.
So Burnley have another opportunity to send up the big guns from the back. Ugochukwu is there. Bashir Humphreys has come up too. And just on the edge of the box, there's Estev, Worrell, and Fleming too. They all look to crash in. Burnley have taken it short to Walker. Flights one high. Looking for the head of Worrell, who gets a clean contact.
Burnley, come
Back
on.
there, hoovering up. And that's loose. That is loose from Kyle Walker, and he needs to test his pace now. Cole Palmer's away. Straight into Dubravka.
Wow. I mean, there's only one thing I'm thinking that's going to be produced from Cole Palmer, and that is goal number 2. Oh, Walker, lucky man. Just caught in two minds, isn't he? Whether to just head that ball back, or to take a touch, and it all completely wrong.
8 goals for the season, Cole Palmer, although 5 of his last 6 have come from the penalty spot.
That's a big opportunity for Chelsea to go 2 up. And when that man gets on the ball, he usually does produce.
Loose moment let off for Kyle Walker. Clean challenge, says the referee, and James is advancing forward, and now he's changed his mind. Just a little bit untidy between Hannibal and Reece James. I think James, as captain, wants a bit of an explainer as to why he's being pulled back there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one myself, to be quite honest, because I think it was a very good tackle from
Big up
James.
to Sharon. I see
It
ya.
shows here there's a clear
Big shout out
tackle,
to him, man.
and I don't understand how he makes that challenge. Bashir Humphreys gets away, and then all of a sudden he's called back maybe 3 or 4 seconds after the challenge.
Might well have been the assistant in the referee's ear. He doesn't need any help on that one. That's an arm around the back of Hannibal's mane.
More obvious, isn't it? Previous.
It's Enzo Fernandez who makes the foul. There is the question of whether or not he grabbed his hair. I think he's just brushing his neck rather than testing if it's real.
Yeah, I think just the reverse here from Hannibal. Hand on the back of the neck. No hair grabbing there.
Doesn't feel like anything more than hand on neck. So free kick, no caution.
Chelsea are playing a rough
As we
play
head towards
here.
the last 5 minutes of the first half. Burnley yet to land a glove on Chelsea, who lead courtesy of the early goal from Joao Pedro. Edwards with disguise on the pass. Lauren cuts the ball back and it's all the way across the face of goal. Before James got the all-important touch.
Let's
Well
go.
played from Burnley. Get it right here. Flash across. It's a massive touch, isn't it? Good played in here.
Burnley.
CJ Lantis in the box, in good area.
Anthony with the short corner gets the cross in. He was looking for the head of Worrell. Might yet fall for Hannibal on the shots. Well watched again by Sanchez.
That's a nice
Try
shot.
from Hannibal. Just bounces up quite kindly for him. That's where you know you just got to make sure that you concentrate on the technique. It does, but it's down the throat of Sanchez.
Heading towards half-time. Chelsea have let more points slip from winning positions than anyone else at home this season. Faint whiff of hope in the air for Burnley. They need more of what we've just seen from Hannibal. Enzo Fernandez flipping one in for the run of Malo Gusto, who, a reminder, started this game at left-back.
Yeah, finds himself as a right winger, not centre forward. It's the Cole Palmer opportunity. Terrible from Walker. He knows as well. Could have easily brought it down. I mean, Cole Palmer, once he gets advanced of Kyle Walker, I'm just expecting this to be 2-0 Chelsea. It's a routine, easy save in the end for Martin Dubravka.
Malo Gusto is now back at left-back, following his short foray into right wing.
Just having a look at the little bit of momentum shift as well with Burnley. They are starting to grow into this game. Chelsea having an awful lot of the football. I do put that down definitely to the Chelsea instigating that from the style that they're playing in.
Oh my God. Chelsea
Palmer
are
to
back.
invite Pedro Neto forward. Palmer has shown for the short pass again. Dancing into the penalty area, crowded out by Ugochukwu and Walker. Chelsea have the ball back with Fernandez. Burnley clock watching. 3 minutes to half time, plus injury time, of course.
I'm sure Scott Parker will definitely have taken that after that early Chelsea goal. Just really steadied the ship, knowing that they are still in this game.
It's a lightning start from the Blues. 4 minutes where Joao Pedro bundled everything. Himself, the ball, the goalkeeper into the back of the net, put Chelsea 1-0 up. Good strength from James, keeping the ball away from Humphreys. Cole Palmer, green grass to move into. Walker stands him up and sends him away from danger. Palmer with the heel roll through to Pedro Neto, who tried his all to keep it in play.
Great feet, as they call Palmer. I mean, tried to dance his way into the Burnley box. You just don't want to make a challenge. You don't want to cause a problem and bring him down, do you?
Probably be thinking Liam Rosenior as we approach half time.
Yeah, I think after the start, you know, you have to say that I think he'll be a little disappointed. The fact that they haven't gone and got a second, if not third. They haven't really looked like scoring, have they? Let's be quite honest, and I'll put that down to how good Burnley have been defensively.
3 important blocks from Burnley defenders as Jaden Anthony kicks the ball one side of Gusto, runs round the other. Almost came up with it on the far side.
Come on, Burnley. Come on. Do something.
The Chalaba, though, is it?
Once again, Chelsea threading the eye of the needle. with Burnley attackers right on top of them. Reece James, the captain, just getting his foot on the ball. I go, let's be sensible now. Closing in on half-time. Do not let this slip.
I mean, listen, I do get Chelsea are trying to play, and that's trying to beat the press, but having beat the press, I don't feel there's enough bodies in there to really cause Burnley a problem anyway. So causing the disruption by trying to play them clever little passes out from the back. Just don't feel like there's a theory behind it. There obviously is, because Mourinho consistently wants this Chelsea side to keep doing what they're doing, and that's an act from Robert Sanchez trying to get through the lines, and he's trying to get it into João Pedro, but I haven't seen anything that's really stood out for me.
Another slightly loose one from Sanchez as we move into the first 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Fofana stepped in, carried the ball upfield, needed to as well. Not much movement in front of Enzo Fernandez. Fairly pedestrian ending to this first period from Chelsea. Pedro Neto has switched wings, but standing still. Fofana. Caicedo with a little reverse disguise on the ball for Reece James, but skidding on the muddy turf and out of play.
Yeah, I think with this formation that Mourinho is playing, I was expecting maybe that little box in midfield. This was the goal. I mean, it's standing through ball to Neto, and then he's just got to put it into that area where he knows that João Pedro's going to be on the end of. I mean, it's so difficult for defenders, goalkeeper, to try and keep that ball out of the goal. He's been in fine form since wearing a Chelsea shirt, hasn't he?
11 times we've seen that celebration this season. Free kick to Burnley, and this could well be the last action of the first half. Sukuchuku left in a heap on the floor.
There's been a lot of these little incidents that have just broke the play up.
Feel like there was too much in that, but it's given Burnley a late opportunity. The 2 minutes are up, so this you would expect will be the last chance to send the ball into the penalty area at the end of this first period. Hannibal's free kick. He's been a bright spot for Burnley in this first half. It's a decent delivery as well. And there goes the half-time whistle from Lewis Smith, and that man there, João Pedro, has been the difference early in the first half. Just 4 minutes on the clock, when Pedro Neto raced away for a wonderful through ball from Caicedo, squared the ball to João Pedro, who put himself, the ball and the goalkeeper over the line. Reece James just having a quick chat with referee Lewis Smith, not happy about one or two things. It has been a bit bitty the first 45 minutes. Burnley have needed a couple of important interventions from Kyle Walker and Maxime Esteve to keep it at 1-0. But as the remonstrations continue with the referee, for what will be a fairly upbeat chat for their head coach, Liam Rossini. 80% win record in the Premier League for him so far, and they go to the break leading by 1-0.
Big performance from Chelsea. Let's wait the second half now. I'm smelling a draw in this match. I'm smelling a draw. A draw is coming, man. Big up to everyone who is in, man, with your boy. Big up, big up, big up. And also, I want to big up to the 8 people who have voted. Will Chelsea defeat Burnley? I can see yes is at 88%, no at 12%. I see Chelsea supporters are in, and big up. Also, come on, this chat disconnected. Give me a minute. Also, I want to big up to Yusuf Silatan, Superstar Melo, Joshua Success, my boy, Sharon, big up. Let's go, man. Big up to everyone, man. Who's in? Let's go. And let's wait for the second half, man. Chelsea are playing and they're hungry for more. Oh.
Hey, Matt. Matteo, come stai? Sports Interaction's got him betting on global matches. With thousands of weekly games, bet with Sports Interaction. Guys, wait up. For West Ham United. He's a Burbo. Flips it again. Oh, and it goes. Benjamin Shevko. Absolute heartbreak for West Ham. Here it goes from Salah. And a flick on, and it's flicked in. Liverpool take the lead of the Stadium of Light. Willen. And the header, really good save, and then touched in. Malik Diao. Saar. And Trinity. Archie Gray. And Ramsey. Spurs were level for just 3 minutes. By Bailey on by me. What a fitting goal on his 200th appearance for the club. Shine 3 from 3. Make that 4 from 4. Through there to his right. Deep cross. Good one up. Oh! Stop. Locks in the cross, which is met by Hill and headed home. Bournemouth have turned things around. Still got Palmer finding space. Joe Pedro's in the clear this time. Joe Pedro for Chelsea. Palmer penalty. A Palmer goal. Now a lifeline for Leeds. Lucas Mecha fires it in. Ogle again, and he's nearly got it still, and he brought down again. And it's put in, and the goal is given. Going to be work for Caicedo. Oh my goodness! Can I believe what I've just seen? Wharton Things look so effortless. In towards Strand Larsen, who scores his first goal for Crystal Palace. Lerma. Strand Larsen again. Edwards. And Hannibal. Burnley back in business. Anthony. Jaden Anthony. It's 2-2. Anthony with this corner. The flick on. Oh, it's no goal. This is extraordinary. Kino. Overtime in added time. Saar. Oh, what a save to Broken. Burnley victorious again. There is life in their season yet.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to get the second half.
The first North London derby of the season is almost upon us. It is one of the biggest games in English football.
You're my favorite player.
Oh, thank you very much. Hello? This is a rivalry that cuts deep. It divides families. There is nothing Tottenham and Arsenal supporters enjoy more than to get one over.
It's gonna be late tonight also. Man City versus Newcastle, man. Make sure you lock in. Lock in.
Courtesy of the Tottenham own goal. Spurs on extra determination today. So, lovely drag back to Kulusevski. Tottenham on the first attempt on target of the game. On his 29th birthday, David Raya makes the save. Kulusevski, this is Bono. Back to the Swedish international. Trajectory on that. Good reaction from David Raya. Tonelli. Going around Bono. Saka good on Havertz. Well saved. Good over Vicario. That is Arsenal's best chance of the game so far. Solanke's in the middle. Madison's up there too. Here he is. Looking for Solanke. Back across Raya. Nearly. Very, very nearly from Dominic Solanke. Timber has gone in firmly. The referee has given a free kick. He's reaching for the pocket too. Julian Timber has sparked a fuse here at the North London derby. The reaction of the Tottenham players who did not like the manner of the challenge made by the Dutch defender there. Madison. There's a whip on that. Kulusevski. And Van de Ven got the real touch on it. Suspense of the intrigue. Tight and cagey North London derby. Half an hour to play. Sense of supporters here will know this could be their day. This could end in disappointment. Saka to take the corner kick. Tense moments at Tottenham Stadium. It's flow to Madden. Gabriel scores for Arsenal.
Tomorrow is gonna be fire, man.
London derby is in the favour of the visitors. Is this something the way French wants to go through? Kulusevski. Tell you what, that was very close to perfection. Arsenal fans screaming for the full-time whistle. That might be that now. As Saliba shuffles it away. The referee blows the final whistle to confirm that the North London bragging rights belong to Arsenal today. The 196th North London derby goes to the visitors. Tottenham nil. Arsenal.
Let's pray for Man City to draw today or lose, so that Arsenal is gonna defeat Tottenham tomorrow. It's gonna be fire. So don't miss out the next watch along. Man City vs Newcastle, man. After this live stream, man, I'm gonna do it later. So lock in, man. Let's wait for Chelsea to draw or lose also. I'm supporting Burnley tonight. Let's go, Burnley. Before we get to the Man City match, Burnley, please destroy Chelsea. Let's go. I understand Chelsea fans are many in this live stream, but forgive me, man. I'm not supporting Chelsea. I think the second half is gonna start in a few, maybe 2 minutes from now. Yes, like I said, any minute from now, the second half will be up. Burnley, please don't disappoint me, man. Make me proud. Yeah, I can see players are coming off the tunnel. Let's go. The second half is gonna start in a few seconds. What's the champion king, man? Champions. Champions. Let's go.
Players back out ahead of the second half here at Stamford Bridge. Burnley, a goal down, are making a half-time change. Lucas Perez is coming on for Kyle Walker, who's already got his tracksuit on and is sat with the replacements on the sideline. Walker made a really important block in the first half that could have led to Burnley being 2 behind, but he also made a mistake that may well have gifted Chelsea a second goal, Hendrik.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? I think he was caught in two minds on the halfway line where he had just had a corner attack. Cole Palmer ended up picking up the pieces.
Chelsea have a 1-goal lead at half-time against Burnley. They will not need reminding. And last time out in the Premier League, they were 2 up against Leeds and did not win. They also won't need reminding that Burnley trailed Palace by 2 and came from behind to win. This one may well not be done yet, Hendrik.
No, for sure. I think that first half went on, if you like.
Humphreys has lost his footing and given the ball straight to Joao Pedro. Another early gift for Chelsea. And Cole Palmer has gone down in the action of shooting goalwards, and he is staying down.
He takes a strike. I don't think it's a penalty anyway, to be quite honest. I think the challenge is made beforehand.
It's Joe Worrell
Chelsea
on
want
the
a
slide,
penalty.
and there is
Come on,
definitely
man.
a Worrell boot on the ball.
The only thing it might be is the follow-through that
Cole Palmer,
catches
stand up.
Palmer, but then Cole Palmer goes to take the strike on. I mean, it's awful, isn't it, from Humphreys, who gives the ball away. I would have said it's going to be a penalty. It's not, is it? So,
Well, the VARs have checked this decision and stayed with the referee's on-field call that Joe Worrell won that ball cleanly, and it was his natural movement that saw him make the impact on the standing boot of Cole Palmer. So no penalty, but a real scare for Burnley at the start of this second half.
yeah, I was just getting to Burnley having a little tweak in formation. This is the incident here that was, for me, it definitely was, and I think it's just the follow-through is his momentum that catches Cole Palmer. But first initial tackle from Joe Worrell, straight away, I mean, I thought it would have been a harsh one if it was given. That's why I was quite convinced straight away when I seen it. But Humphries, he's coming out on this right-hand side, obviously, because Perez has gone onto that left-hand side. It looks like Burnley have gone into a back four. I think the game plan was to stay in the game for long periods and maybe then to get more exciting attacking players further up the pitch. We can see that they're really, really high up.
They really are trying to force mistakes from Chelsea. Instead, backpedaling, closed down by Palmer. Now it's Burnley's time to play the ball out from the back. So Bashir Humphries was left back first half, is now on the right side of defence. The ball has coughed back up into Chelsea control once again. Reece James with the cross, Fernandes was there. Worrell with the all-important header clear.
Massive header there from Joe Worrell. Massive. I felt that Fernandes was with acres of space maybe to take the opportunity to head that ball towards Burnley's goal.
Intervention by Joe Worrell. We are being told that Enzo Fernandes was in an offside position. So even if he had somehow managed to crane the ball into the net, it wouldn't have stood. But intent from Chelsea early on a couple of occasions early in this second half, pouncing on errors from a Burnley defensive midfield. Here is Enzo Fernandes again. Interception and first real involvement for Lucas Perez. Got more defensive work to do, smashes it straight into the midriff of James and wins the throw-in.
Cagey start in the second half for Burnley. Just growing that bit of momentum in that latter stages of the first half. And I thought they were growing into the game a little bit. As he is. Game plan for Scott Parker this afternoon was to stay in the game for long periods, which he conceded really early on. You felt was a big uphill task for them.
Malo Gusto foul on Bashir Humphries, free kick to Burnley. Esteval not involved today. Told the Chelsea website this week, every day I feel stronger, more skillful, more agile and quicker. So excited to see him. And today he is not fit. Hamstring concern, so they're sending him for scans.
I was the same as you. I was really looking forward to seeing him live here. All the quality he possesses, but you have to certainly look after your prize assets, don't you? That's what they're doing.
And in his stead, Pedro Neto set up the only goal so far. Terrific comeback for João Pedro to give Chelsea the lead in the 4th minute of the game. But Burnley are not out of this. Good pop shots in the first half that Robert Sanchez had to watch closely. The deficit is 1. The game is never safe. Play for Caicedo to tighten his laces. The breaking crossfield ball from left back to right back, and his captain Reece James. And James has continued the run. Goes home to Dubravka. James has stayed up there to force the mistake, and he's got it. And it's fallen for João Pedro. Gets the shot away, and Humphries with the cricketing on barrier gets something in the way of it. Corner to Chelsea.
What's wrong with you, Pedro?
We've seen Chelsea cause their own problems, but
That's a big chance to score.
shocking. It really is from Hannibal. Terrible
This Chelsea
play
team
on the
is
edge of his
fed.
own box. Should be 2. Should be punished. Pedro, I don't think he can actually see that. He just rolls that ball to Pedro Neto. He's got a simple pass into the goal. The striker wants to take that opportunity on and in the 18-yard box. Full easy, why shouldn't they?
Chelsea had scored 13 in their previous 5 games. 5 games under Liam Rossini. They have real chances in this game to add to their 1. Free kick for the push in the back on Malo Gusto. Laurent, the guilty party.
It's one of the fouls that really frustrates me. I just feel that why do you have to go and make that challenge? You're going away from your goal. What can you produce? Can anyone produce going to the touchline?
And they presented the opportunity for dead ball specialists to send the ball into their penalty area. Not advised for any team fighting for their lives down at the bottom of the Premier League. Will it be James with the in-swinger? Neto with the left footer that bent away. Will be the Chelsea captain. Now there's a whistle gone. Fleming has gone down in the box. I think we're going to get a retake. And Burnley are not happy. Wrestling match is between Fofana and Fleming. The whistle went, but the decision from the referee is take the kick again.
Another interesting one. I mean, it is all going on before the ball's been played in for Chelsea. It's always to be called that back.
So they've had the dress rehearsal. This is the real deal. And straight to the goalkeeper, Dubravka. Had to watch it as Chalobah ran across his eye line. This throw we've seen in the whole game, the overhead distribution from Dubravka. Pires can advance down the left. Here's from Sao Paulo. David Anthony isn't. He's laughing about it. Should we say he lost his footing?
I think he did, yeah. I'm pretty sure he did. I think we're giving the benefit of the doubt, Phil.
Yeah, we're kind up here in the commentary box. Approaching 10 minutes gone in the second half here at Stamford Bridge. Scott Parker in dialogue with James Ward-Prowse. Maybe he'll be leaning into some of that dead ball prowess from the former England man. Chelsea have 5 players scattered across the front line. Chalobah, Andre Santos, Caicedo passing the ball between themselves, trying to find the space to find one of those attackers. This was behind Neto. Easy for Humphreys to steal in. And now Burnley can probe down this right-hand side. Laurent with the cross. It's a good one. It's high for Fleming. He was looking for Anthony.
Come on,
Burnley. He's the big switch of play.
And now Chelsea are on the attack with Palmer. Like the challenge of Esteve. Into Neto and 2 defenders combined. Worrell and Esteve. And the high fives are being handed out for terrific defensive work.
I mean, great defending from Burnley. It's good play from Cole Palmer. Just really, he just forced that ball a little bit too wide for Pedro Neto. Here's the attack from Burnley. It's a super kick out. It really is for Fleming. Then he's just looking for Jaden Anthony to maybe pounce on that little cushion header down, but the ball in from watchalong. It's really outstanding.
Liam Rossini and Chelsea and Reece James might feel they need to put this one to bed. James with the corner to the 6-yard box. And another shove on Fleming results, this time in a defensive free kick to the Clarets.
Yeah, they've gone for them real soft, swinging corners, haven't they, this afternoon, Chelsea? James being the one that's taken most majority.
Decent applause for Leslie Umachukwu. Spent time as a player here at Stamford Bridge, and he is being recognised by those in the blue scarves. Umachukwu makes way, and on comes James Ward-Prowse on loan from West Ham United, and that's why the pantomime boos went up. So a couple of substitutes early in this second half from Scott Parker as he tries to find a way back into the game. Free kick has been awarded for the foul on Fofana.
Yeah, Fleming's been at the heart of most of the challenges. I think that's what frustrated quite a few Chelsea players in that first half. In particular, Reece James. Just his aggressive manner, his physicality at times. Does just barge in, and he does have a look at Wesley Fofana. Just puts him off track.
Rough, tough centre-forward play from the man with the noseband.
You've got to expect that though, haven't you? That's what the game's all about. We don't see a lot of it these days.
You love it, don't you? I can tell.
Wish we did.
Chelsea throw. Lauren with the last touch. João Pedro wants to do everything. He's sent away by Malo Gusto. It has been a nuisance. Won that clean header just a few moments ago, and now they've sent on the man who can deliver a ball better than most in the league.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. We've got a focal point which Burnley have in Fleming. Try and get the best out of his attributes. More in the second half, more so.
Pedro Neto. Oh, he's opened a gap for Malo Gusto. Cuts the ball back. Loose touch from Palmer. As the goal was gaping. Chelsea are still looking to unpick the lock. Palmer this time from range. Throws down by Hannibal. Patience continues from the team in blue, but that's loose. Fofana who's won it back. Now looking to get the job done himself. Palmer with the give and go to Gusto. Crowded out. Reece James can't get round the back of Lucas Perez. He's giving it straight back to the Chelsea captain. Really intense spell of pressure this from Chelsea, and the fans are responding. Important intervention from Hannibal. João Pedro's taken the ball off him cleanly, says the referee. Chelsea continue to probe. Every loose ball is ricocheting, rebounding back to blue. And Neto takes up the ball. Andre Santos. Back with Reece James, who feigned for the give and go. Earlier set once again, back in their formation, asking Chelsea to find the answers. Chelsea fans finding their voice, loudest they've been for an hour or so.
More intensity though, isn't there, in the approach? A little bit quicker.
Cross comes in, Esteve is up for the clean header away. Perez gets a boot in, but Burnley haven't yet got room to breathe. Tourniquet tightening. Pass from Chelsea. Pedro Neto once again will use his pace. To Malo Gusto. Cycles it back to Andre Santos. Chalobah with the crossfield pass, and Lucas Perez has read it. And now Burnley can try and get the ball into the other half, and they have done. But immediately it comes back to a Chelsea boot.
Some really good passages of play. A little pass earlier on from Pedro Neto, just sliding in, Gusto. Palmer just couldn't get a hold of the ball, could he? In so many nearly moments for Chelsea, but the longer this clock ticks on, you will feel that they might just get an opening and a chance. They have been a lot more effective, I would say. I think in that little change in formation, there's some danger that they certainly give in Chelsea.
And if Burnley is still within a width late in the game, they've scored a third of their goals, more than, in the final 15 minutes of a game. Feeling that Chelsea need another goal here to make it safe. Having all the ball, can't find a way through.
Say Burnley have been really good defensively, haven't they? That's when you talk about having a balance. That's being good defensively and also offering something going forward. I think that's the difference in the Premier League in comparison to the Championship. They haven't been able to do.
Pedro Neto is straight offside.
Burnley,
Just like
I
that,
can't
the pressure dissipates. Here's
support
that Palmer
you, man.
half chance again, Lee.
Yeah,
You are not
He's so
pressing,
good.
you are not
Chop in.
attacking.
great reverse pass that is from Pedro Neto into Gusto. I mean, again, Cole Palmer maybe doesn't have a touch. Fernandez is probably in a better position where he can just get control and maybe pick his spot. He's always reaching for that ball. They're the nearly moments I'm touching on in this game for Chelsea.
Cole Palmer got his first ever Chelsea goal against Burnley. As Chelsea win a free kick at the back. Foul by Fleming. Yeah, Palmer got his first ever Chelsea goal against Burnley. And in that first season, another loose one from Sanchez. I get the feeling that would have been a goal from Cole Palmer. Maybe Burnley breakthrough in this game could come from a mistake at the back by Chelsea. A couple of times they've been caught flat-footed.
Just feels really cagey, doesn't it? I just get a real nervous vibe. I mean, a great start.
Well, speaking of nervous vibe, Hannibal feeds the ball straight to Cole Palmer. And once again, Burnley are defending. Palmer breaks the lines.
Oh my
Wasn't
God.
quite a ball for João Pedro, but there is contact there. Neto has gone down. Play on, says the referee. Chelsea still have it in tight spaces.
Come on, Burnley.
Worrell refused to be nutmegged by Cole Palmer, and once again, Burnley have cleared the immediate danger.
Joe Worrell should know better. I mean, he's trying to play 3-yard pass into Hannibal. It's causing problems.
Neto with the fist cross and turned behind by Lucas Pires, just so that Burnley can gather their thoughts.
What a ball that is. Neto.
Well, this is Pedro Neto going down. My first thought was there is contact, but
Well, I must say, I think when you go into the back of someone, but looking at the replay, it's not a penalty. I mean, that would be soft. If anything, I think he was looking for it.
Chelsea are looking for a penalty here.
it's checked and cleared by VAR. So Neto, instead of having a penalty, can trot across and take the corner.
What a delivery that was as well into the box. It was dealt with defensively yet again from Burnley.
Chelsea actually concede more set pieces than Burnley, but they need to defend here once again. It's a blue flick, it's João Pedro. And it's just flash wide of the Burnley goal.
Again, a real soft, in-swinging corner. This is close, it really is. I think just the slightest bit of contact from Pedro and he scores, doesn't he? Because it's going to just find that far corner.
Cagey second half at Stamford Bridge. Just clicked into the 67th minute. Chelsea have had the lead for over an hour. Dubravka testing everybody's last nerve. James Ward-Prowse has felt the push of Enzo Fernandez. Free kick to Burnley.
You feel if Chelsea are going to go and get all 3 points, they need to go and get a second goal. Saying that Burnley have really frightened them going forward. There's always going to be a chance, you feel, a half chance that just turn into an equalising goal.
It's like a game of chicken to be played at the back by both teams. Just giving up chances again, we'll see what they can do.
They've both been guilty of trying to play out from the back, and it really worked, has it?
Burnley preparing to make a couple more substitutions. Scott Parker is going to the well to try and turn this one around. Here comes a familiar shape of the game. Malo Gusto with the Ronaldinho blind pass when perhaps he didn't need to.
Well, he definitely didn't need to do so. Do you know something? I mean, it's brilliant what Gusto does. Very similar. Pedro Neto passed that ball through to him, but why do you need to throw the mince pies in? You don't have to, do you? Just flash that across the 6-yard area and let Pedro get on the end of that.
It's not the season for mince pies. We've just had Shrove Tuesday. Corner to Chelsea. And Reece James again tries to float a dainty one to the near post. Dealt with by Burnley, and Marcus Edwards has got absolutely no support. So he goes alone. Good defensive work by Cole Palmer, who I'm not sure if he was feeling the back of his right calf or straightening his sock. Keep an eye on that one.
Stretch on the calf there for Palmer. Not doing his defensive duties.
Did it really well, but at what cost for Chelsea? That's what all of these fans in blue will be wondering, if Cole Palmer has done himself a mischief. Getting towards the last 20. Still just a 1-goal deficit, and Chalobah this time inviting Zian Fleming to jump all over him. Andre Santos played under Rossinha at Strasbourg. Duncan, Brazil World Cup winning captain. Brilliant interception there, just to illustrate the point.
Some comparison there.
Thanks, boss.
This second half, Chelsea are just the one attacking and dominating.
Reece James. In a lot of this,
Burnley is just defending.
Centre out to wide. Palmer has ridden the challenge of Fleming. Look to the referee, it doesn't get the decision. Quality from Caicedo, spotted the loose ball and jumped all over it. Pedro Neto cuts the ball back behind everybody. There were 3 targets in the middle. Caicedo invited to shoot. Another block from Worrell, third of the game.
Huge block defensively again for Burnley. This game, I mean, let's be quite honest, should be put to bed. Chelsea have had some really good positions and they had the final touch to a really menacing attack.
Feels like a film. The bad guy chases on. You know they're going to get caught. You just don't know when. Burnley holding on for now. Substitutes being prepared, but the subs will wait. Near post flight again, and Fleming has to clear his lines. Another corner for Chelsea. This is clearly a strategy today. Every single corner seems to be the same target point.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. It's really not loads of pace on. Just needs a slight touch, doesn't it? We've seen the João Pedro one that just went over the bar.
Just lighted rather than guided. Burnley have dealt with most of them pretty well so far, and now Jane and Anthony can maybe carry the ball forward. Because Perez didn't really want it there from James Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse has given it to João Pedro, who has given away the foul, apparently. And there's a red card. Wesley Fofana, who was already booked, is being sent from the field.
Oh my God.
Well, It's a real late lunge.
Chelsea with a red card. Oh my God.
That's right, he's always to the red card. I mean, have a look at this. Is it a challenge he has to go and make? It's quite clear and evident that
I told you.
blazing, isn't it? I mean,
There's a draw here.
just plays that ball back into an area where Chelsea are putting the squeeze on. So I don't think he's intended to do so, but because Ward-Prowse has got there earlier, this is a big problem for Chelsea.
What does that do to the balance of the afternoon?
I think that pretty much sums it up. He does now. He has to look and see what he can do to tweak the
Chelsea are now
change.
1 man down.
They sit tight.
Let's see if Burnley are gonna equalize.
So Chelsea, a goal up, but a man line. Wesley Fofana booked in the first half and booked again in the second. Studs showing on the challenge into James Ward-Prowse and sent from the field. A chink of light for Scott Parker and for Burnley perhaps. So Burnley were preparing a double change and they've been sat down as Scott Parker goes through his plans. Defensive work from Reece James, nodding the ball back to his goalkeeper. So while Burnley's substitutions are on hold, I can see Jacob Brun-Lunson and Florentino put their bibs back on. Chelsea are now preparing a defensive change. Chelsea have been awarded a free kick because Zian Fleming was trying to block Sanchez as he went to clear the ball from his hands. So here is that Chelsea change. Liam Rosenior is going through reams of paper since the red card. And Cole Palmer is the player being brought off, and he doesn't look too happy about it, Lee.
He doesn't. I think in the second half, he's been the one that in the thread, trying to instigate something. Well, red card. You have to think that you're reading the game more solid. You know that you've still got players that can get a second possible goal.
So Tosin is coming on. He's had a minute or so to digest the notes fed to him by his head coach Liam Rosenior. And Cole Palmer, who never looks completely thrilled, definitely looks less than happy being hooked off because of the red card as Chelsea reshaped defensively.
He did have that slight knock as well. Maybe Rosenior's looked at that and thought, oh, we're going to need him for big games in this remainder of the season. He's certainly not happy at all, is he?
Cole Palmer will Cole Palmer. But in terms of the shape of the game, approaching the last 15 minutes here, made the point earlier that Burnley have scored more than a third of their Premier League goals this season in the last 15 minutes. And now they're playing against 10 men.
Yeah, well, it's a good opportunity. Get a point here. More, it depends if they really have a good goal attack. So I think they are going to make the change in Morrison. Another attacking player on the field where get back into this game.
9 points adrift. This is their 12th game remaining, 11 to follow. It's go for road time for Burnley. Given hope by that from behind victory against Crystal Palace. Roll the dice, and that's exactly what Scott Parker is doing with these attacking changes. And now the pattern of the game shifts, and it's Burnley who are sitting on top of Chelsea. Chelsea who've settled into their formation and said to Burnley, what can you do?
Chelsea have the upper hand, don't they, with that goal advantage, but let's see what they're all about defensively, because they are sitting back now, aren't they? And clearly they're going to play on the counter-attack if winning the ball back.
It's the kind of game that Hannibal likes as well, where he can get his head up and pick his pass. Lucas Pires has been lively as a second-half substitute. Hannibal has picked his pass deep for Anthony, cuts it back to Lauren, who shot, bobbled, and popped up into the hands of Sanchez.
Get full purchase on this strike, could he? just deflects off Fernandez into Sanchez's hand. A deep cross as well. Just cushioning that ball down for Lauren.
Just like that, Burnley back on the attack. Lauren, who just had that shot blocked. Now Edwards. Defensive work by Chalobah, and Edwards had to keep the ball in play. Would have been a goal kick. Lauren again whips the ball across the edge of the penalty area.
Let's go.
Room to get his head up and try and move Chelsea up the field.
The danger is when you sit back defensively is that, as we all know, you feel that you just tee yourself up to maybe concede at times. That's certainly the case. The two holding midfielders, when they win the ball back, they will try and relieve that pressure.
Chelsea at the moment look like they're a flat back five. Pedro Neto's playing as a auxiliary right back. It's too long for Lucas Pires, who's gone cartwheeling into the crowd. Probably the best person to fall into in the stadium, I think. He caught him.
It was a great catch, credit to the Chelsea fans in that far corner.
So Jakob Brun-Larsen is coming on. Josh Lauren, who had that chance to level things up for Burnley just a few moments ago, is making way. 6 goals in their last relegation season, Jakob Brun-Larsen. He knows where the goal is, but this season, yet to find the target in the Premier League. Scott Parker and Mike Jackson putting their heads together and thinking, what can we do here? 12 minutes left. They all feel like they need to take something from a game in this situation.
Flash Barnes as well on the bench, haven't they? That also gives them something going forward. You know he's a handful.
Brun-Larsen looks like he's playing wider, and Edwards can then drift inside, and that is not one of his best.
No, it's definitely not. In fact, it's a waste. Getting yourself into an area where sure, minimal test the goalkeeper.
So a couple of substitutes coming on for Chelsea now. Joro Hato will come on for Malo Gusto. Straight swap at left back. Malo Gusto's had a good game for my money. Playing on the flank that he doesn't prefer to play. Decent stint for him, so now a more natural left-sided defender is coming on in that position for Chelsea. Just 19 years old, the Dutchman. And the second substitute is being led from the field by the referee Lewis Smith to try and speed that along. It's the goal scorer, João Pedro. Feels a long time ago that he turned himself, the ball and the goalkeeper over the line. 4 minutes to give Chelsea the lead.
Yeah, it could be the all-important goal. João Pedro.
And Liam Delap is on. Got a hat-trick of assists against Hull City in the FA Cup last week. So he's got 10 minutes to show everybody what he can do up front in the Premier League. Might be a hold-up job because Chelsea will want him to get the ball, get it to stick and try and drag the team upfield. Bashir Humphreys, acres to operate in. Just bounced off Anthony. Enzo plays the ball too close to Brun-Larsen. Now it's with Edwards into the box, cutting the ball back. Important challenge, Chalobah.
Let's go. I want that ball.
So dangerous there from Burnley.
The whistle has gone here, and Andres Santos has gone down holding his face. He's feeling that there was a flailing arm from Bashir Humphreys in the challenge.
It's just an arm, isn't it, that we see all the time. I'm not sure whether it actually catches Santos in his face. It might just be in his neck, but yeah, you can understand it's a foul. This was the defending from Chalaba. Absolute full stretch. Not allowed Brun Larsen just to get a touch and take a strike at goal.
Ashley Barnes is being readied for Burnley. Luke Chowner coming on as well, scored a brilliant goal early in this season against Leeds. How they would love him to do that today. Long ball forward is for Fleming, who's wrestling with Tosin. Play continues. We are hearing the VAR are checking this contact between Tosin and Zian Fleming. But while that goes on, Pedro Neto has danced away from the challenge of Lucas Pires. And he's danced around Maxim Estev as well. And tried to kick out to Lam. The loose one might fall for Hato, who just struck down on it straight into the turf and wide.
He doesn't quite get the contact and purchase. Potential red card here as well. This is Fleming just gets in front. Tosin. I mean, I think they're both at it, aren't they?
It seems a coming together of two men with eyes on the ball.
It's a risk, though, a defensive point of view, particularly when you've had a man sent off.
And so here's these substitutions. Bashir Humphreys, ex-Chelsea, said it would be a moment he would cherish playing here at Stamford Bridge. His race is run. And Luke Chowner is coming on. And Jayden Anthony is also making way for the vast experience of Ashley Barnes in attack, who will look to be a menace, just like Zian Fleming has been today. And they've just had a big high-five handshake in the middle there. This might be a bit of old-fashioned football to come, Lee.
Well, let's hope so.
First touch for the substitute, Chowner. Who's full of good running. Well defended by Hato, who gets applause from everybody in the blue sections of Stamford Bridge. Marcus Edwards is enjoying playing with the space since the red card. Larsen has pumped one right across the face of Chelsea's goal and batted away by Sanchez.
What a delivery.
Deep one for Barnes, who's trying to get his header back goalwards, but the flag has gone up for offside against the big number 35.
You've got to see this again, because you've got two centre-forwards on the pitch, and this is an outstanding delivery. It really is. I mean, it forces a massive decision from Robert Sanchez to come out of his goal. I mean, look, there's two centre-forwards in there. It's on the money. It's a great delivery. Brun Larsen, disappointment is there's no one on the receiving end of it.
Excellent goalkeeping from Sanchez as well. Just spooning the ball away with his closed palm. Flick on from Delap, searching for the run of Enzo Fernandez, whose engine is still going strong in the 86th minute. Not in a rush, Chelsea.
Why should they be? I mean, this win will be massive for them. Puts the pressure on Manchester United. They jump above them. Obviously, they don't play till Monday. So the importance of having the upper hand this afternoon is so vital.
Well, whatever happens today, there will be a couple of talking points coming from this game. The red card. Wesley Fofana, his second yellow. Too much to argue with it. The second challenge is definitely a yellow, maybe even a straight red. Onto the studs onto the top of James Ward-Prowse's boot. And whether or not the coming together between Zian Fleming and Tosin should have been a decision for the referee to make. Corner to Burnley. Here is that moment again. Here's a different angle, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, Tosin's got his eyes on the ball. Fleming's just expecting the ball to come through to him, isn't he? He's not even looking at the ball. I mean, it's such a tricky one. They both come together as well.
Chowner's cross, and the header is from Estev, straight up in the air. Well claimed by Sanchez. His delivery is pretty curious. Delivers it straight back into Burnley possession.
Well, do you know something? I mean, you can see and hear the moans and groans, didn't we, in the first half when Sanchez picked up the ball and they wanted that delivery early on. I mean, this is the stage in the game where you want him to do so, and that's why you heard the groans again. The delivery was, I mean, very poor from his standards.
Chelsea clinging on a bit here. Enzo Fernandez penalised for the foul on Edwards, so another chance to send the ball into the box with big tall guys to aim for.
So the last thing you want to be doing, isn't it, is giving away cheap free kicks.
And Chelsea making a double substitution. Pedro Neto got the assist for the only goal in the game so far. Full of useful running for Chelsea. Just saw the flash of number 24. Reece James is also coming off. And two centre-backs are coming on. Josh Achampong and Mamadou Sarr. This is all hands on deck now for Chelsea at the back. And it will be a Premier League debut for the AFCON winner with Senegal. Brought back from his loan at Strasbourg. Big applause for the Chelsea captain, who is back fit and firing, and has played his part in a clean sheet in the game to this point. And Achampong, who is taller than Reece James, will be sent in to help keep that sheet clean. Time is ebbing away, but this is one of the real moments that James Ward-Prowse was sent on for. The master deliverer. Plenty of spin, hit by Barnes, and it's just over the top. The flag is up once again for an offside on the Burnley front man.
Yeah, there was a slight push as well from one of the Chelsea players. That's why he ended up being in an offside position. I mean, that's an opportunity that actually Barnes, he thrives off. I mean, but there was a slight nudge from a Chelsea player that pushed him into an offside position.
How about that delivery from James Ward-Prowse, though? If they can win him a free kick in and around the shooting arc, he'll be keen to remind everybody what he can do. Scott Parker and Liam Rosenia would have crossed swords in their playing days and having a little bite at each other in this one. And two balls on the pitch, that's the cause of the delay. Ashley Barnes is busy. Ward-Prowse this time penalised for the foul on Enzo, and Enzo has just swung a little arm out. Andre Santos is in there trying to play peacemaker.
Hannibal don't want to be getting involved, does he? He doesn't have to get involved. Let's not forget he's on a yellow card as well.
6 minutes to be added on.
6
Nervousness
minutes
amongst
of
the
added
Chelsea
time.
fans, but hope amongst the Burnley. Just a little bit of afters there from Enzo Fernandez. The last time they played a team in Claret, there was real bad temper at the end of the game. West Ham a few weeks ago. Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez has been booked for delaying the restart a few moments ago. That's when Scott Parker and Liam Rosenia had a quiet word with each other. Enzo Fernandez has won a throw. And we've almost had one of the pledged 6 to be added on. Chelsea ticking off the seconds. Strength from Enzo Fernandez, but it's out for a goal kick.
I think it shows how much this game actually means to Chelsea. Senior is to keep this Premier League run going since he's come in. That's why he's put much from his team on defensively. And then the centre halves that are on there now, it's just a shot.
And Larson has made a difference since coming on, and he's won Burnley another corner. Andre Santos sliding in. Lively presence off the bench.
Yes!
Ward-Prowse preparing to whip it.
Yes!
Luke Chandler just suggested a short one, and Ward-Prowse very much said, no, that's not what I do. Don't get in the middle. Great delivery, free header, and Cian Fleming has levelled it up for Burnley. Well, they have bided their time. A man to the good. And 2 minutes into added time at the end of the game, Burnley have their breakthrough.
Oh, outstanding header from Cian Fleming. I mean, this is what happens, doesn't it? If you don't put a game to bed. The delivery is first class from James Ward-Prowse. And as you said, no, I'm not taking the short corner. This is going in the box. I've got bodies. I've got players that can win this header. And don't they just do so? I mean, this is, it's a great delivery. Ward-Prowse, it's got pace. It's all about who can get on the end of it. Cian Fleming's been a handful all game. Literally goes into an area where I touched on, there's so many centre-halves on the pitch. He's been the one that has been a nuisance. He's been a threat, and he's got his rewards in the end. What a header that is. Sanchez, no chance.
What a moment for Burnley Football Club and for Scott Parker.
Big up to Burnley.
Last time out, they breathed hope of the most unrealistic footballing miracle. They beat Crystal Palace from 2 down. Are they on the verge of stealing a point from Chelsea at Stamford Bridge? Luke Chandler has gone down, writhing in pain, holding his face. And this one might come to the boil.
I think it has done, hasn't it? We've seen a red card and the ticking's off. There's going to be one here. It's just a coming together, wasn't it? Chandler gets one straight in the face. You'll see just as this ball's cleared. Very similar to we've seen on the pitch this afternoon. A lot of little mini moments.
So a yellow card was shown to Shoral Hunter for the raised arm into the face of Luke Chandler. But here come Burnley once again. Perhaps not content with a point. They want all three. And it might fall for Edwards. Into the box, gets the shot away, charged down. And a corner to Burnley. Another James Ward-Prowse corner to Burnley.
They've had a good goal. Credit to Burnley in the second half. And this is half chance. Just can't get that ball to settle down. Because Edwards, the stadium is literally emptying as we speak. Disappointment.
Big up to Burnley.
They had that early. Brilliant start, Chelsea. Put themselves up against it late on.
We've had 5 of the 6 pledged. Burnley scored from their last corner. Ward-Prowse once again with the whip. It's another free header. It's Brun Larson who can't keep his head up beneath the crossbar.
This should be goal. This should be 2-1. Burnley taking all 3 points. I mean, Brun Larson, pretty much similar to the Fleming goal, gets away from whoever is marking him. I'm not sure who he is. I mean, defensively he's been poor, but what an opportunity. Scott Parker looks to the skies because he knows that was a big chance.
It looks like he's played 90 minutes. Emotionally shot, Scott Parker.
He should score, shouldn't he, for Larson? There's no doubt. I mean, that's where you probably need a Fleming coming on the end of that.
Oh, Chelsea.
Well, is there a late sting at the other
It's
end?
over,
Hunter
man.
with the cross. Liam Delap!
It's
Always
over.
rising.
It's
That was the
over, man.
moment. If Chelsea were to nick it, the full-time whistle goes at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea probably should have put to bed a long time ago, and Liam Delap very nearly did right at the end of the game. 4 minutes in, when João Pedro set them on their way, Burnley stayed in the game. Scott Parker gambled. He sent on attackers, and Chelsea had a man sent off, Wesley Fofana, and Zian Fleming has rescued a point for Burnley, who may well in many people's minds be finished in this Premier League, but they are still fighting. It has finished at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 1, Burnley 1. Well, Lee, we were saying throughout the commentary, this game is not safe. This game has not been put to bed. Burnley bided their time. Chelsea held them with the red card. Sum it up.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I want to give credit to Burnley because we're conceding early on in the game away from home. You think that this is just going to be a bundle of goals for Chelsea. It wasn't to be. They defended gamely. They picked their times. They changed the formation. Yes, the sending off. Massive impact, wasn't it? And that's what probably turned their fortune. They could bring up more attack-minded players, centre forwards that could cause problems. But, I mean, big question marks on Chelsea. I mean, all afternoon where they've tried to play out from the back, they caused their own problems. And then you felt it was inevitable. You felt that was going to come. Ward-Prowse comes on. We know his delivery is outstanding. And he puts one on a plate for Fleming. You'd say, what a header. What an unbelievable game.
Well, the score sheet will show 1-1, but both teams had a chance to win it. This was Liam Delap right on the final whistle, leaning back, and that sums up the mood of every Chelsea fan in the building.
Yeah, I mean, that does, doesn't it? I mean, we've seen the fans leaving because of their frustration. They know that should have been all 3 points, like when they played Leeds here. And that's the disappointment.
I can see an old woman supporting Chelsea. Holy.
So far.
Well, it's a big point for Burnley, a huge point, an unlikely point in their survival battle. It's wins that they need, but that will feel like a win. Zian Fleming's bullet header into the bottom corner, levelling it deep into injury time. They could have won it through Jakob Brun Larsen, his header over the top from the corner. 1 point, could have been 3 for Scott Parker, but they will take in the applause of those travelling Clarets. One of those fans wants Zian Fleming's shirt. He might want to hold on to it because of his involvement right at the end of the game. And a big pat on the top of the head from his manager, Scott Parker, who has struggled this season. They went 16 games without a win. They beat Crystal Palace last time out, and they have just snatched a point at the death against Chelsea. Full time at Stamford Bridge. It has finished Chelsea 1, Burnley 1.
Chelsea 1, Burnley 1. Full-time score. Big up to Burnley, man. You've made my day. You've made my day, man. Big up. Every Burnley fan watching right now, big up.
Chelsea's players were encouraged to go to Dubai to switch off, well, they switched back on quickly. 4 minutes when João Pedro gave them the lead. Sliding in Pedro Neto's cross, but then late in the game, Chelsea had to put it to bed, and Zian Fleming found space to level it up deep into injury time.
Burnley, what a goal! Chelsea fans can't believe it. I see you elaborate, man. Big up to everyone who is in, man. Big up, big up, big up, big up. I'm so sorry. I know Superstar Milo was supporting Chelsea, man. I'm so sorry, man. And my boy was late, man. Are you in, my boy? Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a watch along live stream. Man City versus Newcastle, man. Make sure you lock in, man. Don't miss out. It's gonna be big, massive. Oh, Sharon's Isaiah. Burnley have done what I've been, waiting for 90 minutes. Man. I hope Newcastle is gonna do the same thing, man. So my good people, I think I'm gonna sign out. What I think, I'm gonna sign out. Catch me in the next live stream, man. Advertise in, he said I confirm, man. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Big up to my boy, Avatar A to the B. And big up to everyone who's in, man. Now it's time for me to sign out. Catch me in the next live stream, man. Man City versus Newcastle, man. Big up. I'm out, man. Chelsea fans, I'm out. See you in the next live stream, man. It's gonna be big. Man City versus Newcastle, man. I'll be live 20 minutes before the game or 30 minutes before the game starts. So make sure you lock in, man. Lock in. And don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace. Let me stop sharing this.